going on YouTube? Desmond here, Ecoast Art, and I hope everybody's enjoying their 4th of July weekend. Spend some time with your family and friends, get outside, cook you some hamburgers, go to the beach, whatever do you. If you got a little bit of the hustler mentality, like myself here, you should know that there is an insane amount of opportunity happening this weekend. Basically, every source, every website in existence is having some kind of sale. So, if you're in the Amazon space, you should definitely be using that to your advantage. Hopefully, you can maybe re-up on some products that you're already buying and get them at a little bit of a cheaper price, or maybe you can open up some new opportunities, find some stuff that you didn't already know about. But either way, you should definitely be spending a couple of hours this weekend minimum sourcing and taking advantage of some of these sales that are going on. If you don't have a good place to start, I would recommend you hop over into Sales Gazer. If you're not already using that tool, you are missing out. You need to go sign up basically right now. I will link it below. It is pretty much, it's free to sign up, so you got nothing to lose there. It is basically, it allows you to get promotional emails in a kind of a email style inbox, but without really clustering up your personal email. And you can see here, I've approaching the 2,000 mark in my inbox, and this is a third party deal. It's not messing up my personal email. What I also like about this is when I want to clear it out, I can just come through and select everything and not have to worry about deleting anything important, because these are all promotional deals. So go sign up if you don't already use this tool. It's very helpful. And you can see here, there are a lot of opportunities happening this weekend. So spend a little time sourcing. Hopefully you can find some things. And today I am going to be going over a method that I have quickly become, it's become one of my favorite ways to do things here lately. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to hop into Keepa. And the goal here is we are basically starting with a private label big box brand. And if you don't know what that is, you can Google your favorite big box store and put private label behind it, and you can see some of their private label brands. And the reason we're starting with that is because we know where the source is going to be. So for today's example, I'm going to use Kirkland. If you're not familiar with that brand, it is a Costco private label, very big Costco private label. And like I said, the reason we are doing that is because we know the source, right? So this is only sourced from Costco. It cannot be found anywhere else, which makes it very easy to find stuff. And the way I like to use this method is I'm not necessarily looking for Kirkland brand products, but what I'm going to do is going to find people that are selling Kirkland products, because I know that they are shopping at Costco, and I'm going to be looking for other brands that I can hopefully source from Costco as well, because if people are buying stuff from Costco, chances are they're buying other products from Costco also. But I'm going to be skipping over the Kirkland brand products. And the reason I do that is because they are kind of low-hanging fruit, in my opinion. Like I said, there's only one source typically for these types of products. So when people see them on Amazon, they, especially other sellers, see them, they pretty much instantly know where they are being bought at. And that makes them a little bit volatile. They tend to not be quite as stable, typically speaking, with at least with the wholesale types companies, Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's. There's not really a ton of promotional like promo codes or things you can add to kind of get your price down. There's definitely some instant savings type deals, and obviously they still do sales and clearance and all, but it's just typically low hanging fruit, which is fine. And if you are just starting out, or you're looking to grow your catalog, that stuff is there's nothing wrong with it. There's lots of opportunities. And if you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend taking the time to go through some of those products, because there are lots of wins, and I wouldn't go super deep on a lot of that stuff just because it can be very volatile. But there's tons of opportunities, and really, if you're just starting out, or you're looking to grow your catalog a little bit, you're in your first couple months, 6 months or so of Amazon, your goal should really to be getting some sales. You need to get that establishment on Amazon. You need to start getting some reviews, and even if it's not quite a good a product as you'd like it to be, or maybe the profit's not completely there, your goal should really be to start getting some establishment on Amazon, get a good background, get some reviews coming in, make some sales, and because once you build the skill set to find those more complex leads, typically you're going to be competing with more established sellers, and you want to have a little bit of a background established on Amazon, and that'll help you compete with those more established sellers. So don't skip over the Kirkland brand stuff, but that is not what we're going to be doing today. So here I am in Keepa Product Finder. If you don't already have paid Keepa, you need to go do that immediately. As an Amazon seller, this is an essential tool. I think it comes out to, I don't know, a couple $100, maybe a little more per year. Well worth the money. I use it every day, and thousands of other Amazon sellers do as well. I'll put a link in the bio for that. It is an affiliate. It's going to help me, and it's not going to cost you anything extra. So if you don't already have paid Keepa, click that link, go buy it, and thank you. So hopping into Keepa Product Finder here, and we're going to scroll down to the brand category, and we're going to type in Kirkland, and Kirkland Signature, I believe, is the official right brand. And you can see there's over 14,000 products here, which is way too much for us to go through. But we're also not looking for Kirkland brand things. We are just using that as a starting point for our reverse search here. So I'm just going to click into this first one here, and let's look at it, and let's see if we can find it profitably, and if we can, that'll be a good place to start our reverse. And wow, this thing's got some volume, so this one actually does look pretty stable. So let's hop into Costco and see if we can find this stuff. So let's just, and I don't know why, here we go. Let's just copy this over and see if we get any results here. All right, so we got it here for $17.99. It's a 6-pack. I'm assuming that's the same thing. Yes. So we are at $17.99, which is not going to work for us today. And so there could have been a sale on this, or who knows? Maybe these people know something I don't. But really stable product there. So this could be something that went on sale, or maybe they had something going on, but it's not profitable for us right now. But there are a ton of sellers on here, so this might be a good place to start for us. And a lot of these people, you can see, show really big stocks, and I recently learned that is a kind of a tactic some merchant fulfilled sellers use to try to gain buy box. Because I think part of the buy box statistics is based around how many you have in stock. So if you see a merchant fulfilled seller that has a lot in stock, and these could be accurate stock counts. I'm not saying they're not, because some of these are pretty big sellers, but don't always shy away. Now, if you see a FBA offer with a lot in stock, that's typically not going to be able to budge that number. Looks like there's a seller fulfilled prime, so maybe this isn't a good one to start with. A lot of big people. Let's go on down the list a little bit here and see see if we can find something else. Looks like Amazon's on some of this stuff too. It's interesting. Maybe Kirkland isn't as directly only Costco. I thought it was, but let's try this one here. Maybe a little less popular. Still a lot of volume here. Wow. All right, so let's do. I guess I closed out Costco too. I didn't mean to do that. Let's do allergy. See if we can find what we're looking for. All right, so here it is, $8.99, which I think is what it was $5 at. So um, maybe Kirkland has some wholesale deals going, and maybe they're not just Costco. I wasn't aware of that. Let's take a look at our sellers here. And what I'm looking at here is the review counts. Typically, when I'm reverse sourcing, I try to only look at people that have usually less than about 750 reviews. I don't have a minimum. And the reason for that is newer sellers can actually be a really good place to reverse source because typically they're a little bit more limited on their capital. So they do a lot of research on their products typically. So chances are they're really making sure that's going to be a good product before they buy it. And not saying they always make the right choices either, but let's put a rank filter in and let's do at least 10,000. Maybe try to weed out some of this super popular stuff. Get to something more like what we're looking for here. Let's try this fancy mixed nuts here. So still a good bit of sales here, but hopefully we're going to get a little bit better group. And I guess I'm wrong again, man. A lot of really big sellers here. Let's go. We got 60 pages here. Let's go back 10 or 11. See if we can find something more like what I'm looking for at least. Maybe 10 pages was a little too much. We're getting kind of high on our rank. Let's meet halfway here at 5. Let's try this. This is a bundle. Still got some pretty big sellers in this, but there's some smaller ones in here too. So maybe we'll just have to manually weed through them instead of doing our typical Keepa export. But we'll just start here for time's sake. So let's go, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through all these offers and I'm going to open up anybody that has less than 750 reviews. And normally this is where we would do a Keepa export and take all those names into Excel and get rid of the extra stuff and get us down to just the seller IDs. But since this one has so many big sellers on it, I don't really want to reverse source those people. So I'm just going to manually go through here and open up everyone I would like to reverse source. And then I am going to go back into Keepa. We're going to clear this form and we're going to scroll down to the seller ID portion and we're just copying and pasting. Put a comma in between here. There's only a handful, so it won't take too long. So, looking at a little over 3,000 products here, way too many to be going through. So we need to filter this down. And I did notice Amazon was in stock on some of the Kirkland products. So we're going to, and actually that doesn't matter because we're not focusing on Kirkland, but we're going to put an Amazon out of stock filter in. 75 tends to be my sweet spot on that. I don't want to focus on things that Amazon is always out of stock on, and the reason for that is sometimes Amazon will find 5 or 10 units of a product that maybe got lost or was a return or whatever it may be, and they will list that product to just make space in the warehouse. So if we're putting 100% in here, we're missing those opportunities where Amazon may have been on in stock at some point in the last 90 days, but not the majority. So that's why I do that. Let's scroll up a little bit. And since we are not focusing on Kirkland, we're actually going to take this and change it to is none of, and we're going to type Kirkland back in, and that is going to take out all the Kirkland products, um, which looks like it didn't really do a ton. But anyways, let's come in and let's do a buy box filter of at least, let's do 25. Let's try to get this number down, and let's do a 90-day average of at least 20. That didn't do much. Let's do a rank filter as well. I've started recently, instead of doing the current rank, I've started using the 90-day, and it tends to find stuff that's a little more stable rank wise. This is something I would not recommend if you're looking at seasonal products. So if you're doing any back to school sourcing, I would definitely not use the 90-day, because with seasonal stuff, the rank can really come down very quickly in a short amount of time. But let's try 100,000 here. Okay, so that takes us to 282, and let's find maybe one or two more things to put on here. Let's look at the offer count here, and this is something that I also recently started doing. This is going to be a little gold nugget for you. You're not going to see this information out there probably from anybody, but I try to focus on things that the seller count is dropping. I like to buy when the seller count is dropping. That kind of gives me a little bit of peace of mind. It doesn't always work out in my favor, but 9 times out of 10 at least, if the offer count is dropping, not only is that a sign of sell through, obviously the product is selling, people are dropping off, they're going out of stock. Um, Hopefully that'll allow the price to maybe increase a little bit, and it definitely helps any price decrease. So you typically don't see a lot of tanking going on when the offer count is falling on a product. So what I'm going to do here is, instead of putting some number filters in, I'm going to go to this 90-day drop, and it took me a few trial and errors here to figure out the best way to do this, but we're looking for stuff that sellers are falling off of. So this is going to sound a little bit backwards, but basically what we're going to put here is 10 and 99. And that is going to show us products that the offer count has dropped at least 10% in the last 90 days. And then 99 is our kind of 100%, which is, you could probably leave that blank, but we want at least 10% of the seller counts to drop, and so that took us down to 86. So let's see if we can find a couple wins here. That one looks interesting. And a lot of times, especially once you look at enough Keepa charts, you can kind of really quickly scroll through here and see stuff that's going to be interesting, and click on it and go from there and save a little bit of time. And what I'm really mostly looking for is the buy box line to be fairly stable. So you can see on this one that the buy box is there's definitely some movement there. I typically don't like to look for stuff that the buy box is not moving at all. That usually indicates there's not a lot of rotation between the buy box. But you can see here, this one's definitely rotating through, but it's also fairly stable. So like something like this, you can see it was, right around that 90 to 95 range, and then looks like it's tanking, or either it could have just been an inflated buy box during that 90 to 95 time range. So it's not always a guarantee to skip over stuff like this, but sometimes it can be. Let's see if we can find this. So we got a 2-pack here, big bags. I'm assuming this is probably going to be from a wholesale place like Sam's Club or hopefully Costco, which will kind of help prove our method here. Let's check the buy box. Definitely rotating. Everything looks good there. So let's copy this over into Costco and see if we can get lucky here. All right, no luck there, so let's just do a Google search and see. Looks like we got it at Walmart. I'm not sure if that's the same size, for $10. We're looking for $15 in a 2-pack. And what do you know? There is a Costco link, which is weird. I don't think this is what we are looking for. Actually, yeah, it is. So this is actually more expensive at Costco than it is on Amazon. So that's definitely not going to work. Interesting. So we will keep moving on that one. Scroll on down the list here. Some Crest 3D white strips. Looking for $12 here. Not seeing anything. Let's try this Costco link here. So again, this is, wow, quite a bit more. Now this is some kind of double pack here, 2 different things. Bonus 1 hour express. But that's quite a bit over our budget, so I'm going to keep moving on that one too. Another one of these, which we found for, I think it was $45, so that's definitely not going to work either. Got some Maxwell French vanilla. First thing I noticed on this one is that it's a 4-pack, and this is a pretty big tub. So, and there's also a ton of variation. So the first thing I'm going to check here is that this is actually a decent selling variation. That's become one of my first things that I look for when I'm sourcing now, because I found myself spending all the time to find a product profitably, only to realize it was not a good variation. So I switched up my steps on that one, and now I try to check that variation pretty early on in my source game. So it looks like we're showing about 2% of our sales here, just based on the ratings. Looks like the ratings have been going up and to the right recently, so it's definitely selling through, even though it's not the top seller. Um, and I would say this particular variation is probably selling a lot better currently, at least in the last 90 days, than some of these other ones that are even up here. You know, these couple ones. These two look like they're selling very well also. So let's see if we can find this. Now, the next thing I noticed is we're looking for a 4-pack here, and we're basically looking to be around $11. So we're going to be needing to get these for about $2.50, maybe $2.70, which sounds pretty cheap to me, but you never know. Looks like we actually have a Amazon for $4 with a special offer of okay, yeah, 5%. That's not going to help us much there. Looks like we got it at Walmart for $3.38. Close, but still not quite where we need to be on that. And don't see anything else that is super screaming out to me here. So I'm going to skip that one too. Just keep moving down our list. You got to remember when you're sourcing, especially this type of way, it's more about weeding out all the no's than it is finding the yes. The quicker you can weed stuff out, the closer you're going to get to the stuff that is going to be good. So don't find yourself spending too long trying to find a product profitably. Same thing here. We've got a 6-pack. There's quite a few variations, so I'm going to check that first just to make sure it's actually selling. Looks like 3-packs win the top here, and you can see on this one the 6-pack is down here with 0 ratings. So this is a good example of why I changed those steps up and why I do that first now. So chances are this is probably profitable, or can be close to profitable, but obviously it's not selling, so it really doesn't matter. So we're just going to skip this one altogether. We got some Starbucks coffee here. 2-pack. This is probably going to be a decent variation. I would assume this 6-pack here is probably not selling the greatest. Same thing. Yeah, so we're getting just under 50% here with the 2-pack, looking at 47. So let's see if we can get 2 of these for $13. That's going to be a little tough. So we're basically looking for what, let's see, $14 would be 7 a piece, so $6.50-ish a pop, which seems a little cheap, but you never know. Here's the 2-pack on Costco, and what are we getting it for here? Oh wow, $35. So maybe it's interesting. Maybe Kirkland was not a good one to pick. I've never specifically done Kirkland, but looks like a lot of this stuff is, I mean, it's the same price. I'm not sure how a lot of these people are making this work. Maybe I'm missing something on that one. But we ain't gonna worry about it. We'll keep rolling down the list and hopefully find something. If anything, this is your proof that I do not practice these videos. These are one-take videos. I don't pre-plan anything. So we may not find anything at all. I may have picked a terrible example here, but let's see what we got. I got confidence. I'm not giving up yet. 2-pack here. It looks like we're getting the same thing, just under 50%. Reviews or ratings are going up and to the right. good sales. Looks like the single pack is actually suppressed right now, or maybe out of stock. So the 2-pack could be gaining some extra velocity because of that. Is hazmat. So let's see. Let's just Google it. Maybe we'll get lucky and the Costco link will pop up. Or maybe maybe it's not a Costco product. Let's see. Looks like there's the 2-pack. $60. So not gonna work there either. Not sure if other people know something about Costco that I don't, but I'm not sure how these people are making this stuff work. Even at well, I mean, I guess buy box in at 70 for the longest time. So these people are finding it profitably somehow. Maybe Costco had some sales going on or something. Looks like they are out of stock. So maybe this is some in the store stuff, or maybe it was on sale. I don't know. But let's keep moving down our list here. Just keep trucking along, and hopefully we'll find you something. If not, that's just part of sourcing. I am by no means an expert. Still a lot of learning going on here as well, but that's why I'm trying to document this and hopefully help some other people out. And let's see. So this seems doable. We got a pack of dog treats here. It's a 12-pack. Our buy cost looking for about $20. I feel like that is doable. You can see that seller count's going down, and that's really become one of my favorite new filters to use with Keepa and finding stuff that's dropping off seller count. So let's see if we can get lucky on this one here. $20. I feel like that should be doable. So here we have it in a 2-pack. So we're splitting a bundle here, and wow, that's $90. That is just crazy. $90 for 2 packs of dog treats. I don't know what kind of dogs y'all got, but man. And these are actually, looks like this actually might be different. This says 9 to 12 inch. And this one just has the 12, but it looks like the same product. But definitely not going to make it work at $90 on a 2-pack for sure. Let's poke around a little on this one and see, because I might have just picked a really bad example or something. This is not sure how these people are getting this stuff at the right price. Maybe Costco has some kind of wholesale deals going with some sellers. I'm not really sure. I don't do a ton of Costco shopping. Let's see. Roll on down the list here. Like a battery charger. Looking for $37 here. Got it advanced for $50. That's might be the closest one we found so far. There's the Costco link. And we got it for $50 at Costco as well. Still not nearly close enough to that. I think we were looking for 36, 37. So, I mean, you'd be looking at probably needing 20% off, maybe a little more. Yeah, a little more. So, probably 25% off to get that profitably. This one looks pretty good. The price is coming up on this one. Maybe we'll get lucky here. And you can see that seller count's coming down, and that price is going up in the meantime. Those two lines are typically going to inverse each other. Max cost of $42 here. I feel like that should be doable, but I've been wrong a lot so far in this video. So let's see what we can do. We got the Costco link. This is a different flavor, it looks like. But we have it for $30 here, so maybe let's look up this flavor. And unfortunately, it is out of stock, so it might be a win. Lemon lime. Let's see, is there a variation on here? Okay, yeah, lemon, 30 count. Okay, so the 30 count lemon is, I guess, out of stock, so we can't see it. Let's see if we can find this strawberry. Man. Let's get rid of some of this mumble jumble here. Sometimes if you got a little too much, you don't really get the results you're looking for. Here we go. So I'm not sure about this Sayesa. Never heard of them. It looks like they maybe have some Google reviews. I'm not sure if that's legitimate or if that's just maybe something they put up there. Let's see. Definitely the right product here. Looks like they only got one left in stock. Let's try to see if we can find. Okay, so we got an address, which is good. Looks like they do take PayPal as well. So let's look at this address here. A lot of times when I'm trying to verify a source, I will Google the address and look at the street view and see like this definitely looks definitely a warehouse of some sort. I don't see a name anywhere, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. But if you were to Google this address and it was an apartment complex or somebody's private house, I would definitely avoid that source. So this seems like it could be a legitimate source to me. Definitely got it profitably here at $30. It says they only got one in stock, but we'd be looking at a $27 profit for that one, which is awesome. That would be great. It looks like the price is a little bit inflated on this, but that's something sometimes you can take advantage on of when that seller count's getting pretty much a 90-day low right now. Definitely goes through some big swings, and you can see when that seller count shoots up, it drops out to about the $60 mark, which would still probably be profitable on this. Yeah, so even at the $60 mark here, we'd still be checking all our boxes. So this would be something that I would definitely be willing to take a gamble on. Now, if we were looking at an inflated price and last time, the offer count shot up like this, we're looking at, a $40 sale price and would put us in the negative, I would be a lot more shy about it. But this particular one, even if that offer count shoots back up, which, it's going to take it a little while to get back to that 60 mark. We're down to 12 sellers right now. So what I would do on something like this is send it in high. Buy boxing for me right now at $83. Looks like some people got quite a few in stock, but I think this has got a little bit of volume. Let's check our variation here just to make sure. Yeah, so we're getting roughly 14% based on our ratings. So probably 100, maybe a little more-ish a month. This is something I would send in on the high. I would set my repricer minimum, at that $60 mark and just let it go. Ride it down. I mean, this is probably, unless this is a discontinued product, I would assume that this $80 mark is not something that's going to hold forever. But if you can capture some of those sales and maybe catch some on the way back down, um, definitely be a good flip here. It might be worth it to see if we can buy this anywhere else. So it looks like Walmart has it for 50. I'm curious if that's a third party or if that's Walmart. Okay, so that is third party. So not interested with that. Um, Kind of want to find another source for this. It does seem like it could be a really good flip. This could be a discontinued product. It looks like, because I'm not really seeing very many big name sources for it. How do I click out of that? Okay, click out. It looks like, and I've seen this a couple times with Costco. There we go. Where they have this business center, and I don't know anything about Costco, but it won't show me pricing for, so that could be what we're missing here on the Costco side, at least. They may have some sort of business wholesale type account where you can get access to different pricing. And looks like this would be a match, but unfortunately I can't see the pricing, and it tells me it won't deliver it to my zip code, but it might be worth a try punching in your zip code and see if they'll deliver it to you, or at least if it'll show you some pricing, because that could be a really good source for this product if you could get it. You can get it at that $30 mark. It'd be a really good flip. Um, it looks like we've got it here for $32.99. Again, I'm guessing this is probably a discontinued product with the lack of big retailers stocking this. And I don't know anything about this particular source either, but it looks like we do have it here for $32.99, which will also be profitable. Let's see. See if we can find. Looks like they're based in Texas, Dallas, so they may not even do shipping. Sometimes these smaller grocery type places only do local delivery. So if you're in the Texas area, maybe look into this place. I'm trying to see. I don't see an address, and not really a fan of it saying it's part of the Vietnam branch. That's a little bit of a flag in my book. But anyways, let's keep scrolling through our list. I'm going to call that a win. Unfortunately, there's only one left in stock at this particular place, and we can't get access to that business Costco pricing to see if we could get it there. But definitely worth looking into. Um, so let's see if we can find anything else here. And some Vital Proteins chocolate here. And it looks like we're at about the 44 mark. So we're getting a little up there in our time. I'll probably do a couple more of these and call it a day on this one. Um, no variations here. Tons of sales. Really good rank. A lot of buy box rotation. You can see that seller count's coming down, which is really good. Can we get it for 26 bucks is really the big question, and it looks like maybe, hopefully this is the right size, and I don't think it's going to be. So we're looking for the 32 ounce, and iHerb doesn't even have that, or maybe it's this big one here. Nope, not even. So got juked on that one. But looks like Sam's Club has the 32, and maybe Costco as well. So let's see if either of those have it at a good price. We're looking for 26, 27 bucks. Got it at 31 here, and looks like we need to be a member to see our price on this. So that could be, especially since we started this on a Costco uh, listing, that could be the source for this. I'm unfortunately not a Costco member, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But if you are, look up that ASIN and source it to Costco and see if you can get it profitably, because Sam's Club's at 32, so I could see getting it for that $26, $27 mark, especially given the right sale or maybe a little discount or something. That's not too far off, so definitely check into that. That's another good possibility, at least. Don't see anything else in here. Let's scroll through a couple more here and see if we can find something. That's going to be a pretty big product, so I'm going to skip that one. See, we're looking for 1250 here. And I'm not sure if this is going to be the right one. Looks like there's the Costco link, and also got it at Sam's Club here. Maybe, hopefully one of these will be where it needs to be. This is a 9-pack. Okay, so this is the 3-pack, which is why it's cheaper. Got it at Costco for $19.50. It's like it's sold out at Sam's Club, so maybe that was the right source for this, profitably at least. And I really, sometimes I hate how Sam's Club, when they're out of stock of something, won't show you the price that it was, because I don't know whether I should be checking for this to come back in stock or not. So let's do maybe one or two more, and we'll call it a wrap on this one. Try to scroll through here and maybe find something that we can catch a win on. A guaranteed good Costco win. That one looks interesting. That looks like it could be a Costco or wholesale club opportunity as well. Nature Bounty twin pack of 60 COQ 10s. Not seeing any wholesale club results here. This could be a Walgreens deal. What are we looking for? Ooh, we gotta get this for 14 bucks. I'm not seeing anything close to that. There's a twin pack here for 30, but nothing close to that $14 mark on this one. So not sure we're gonna be in luck here. Nothing. .6 ounce. Probably gonna be it right here. 25.6. It's like maybe a little bit of a package change, but I think everything matches. Still way over price here. There's got to be some different. I need to look into that Costco business deal, because none of these prices are close enough to where they need to be. But a lot of these items have a ton of volume. This one's got a little bit of an inflated buy box too. Let's try this last one here, and we'll call it a wrap on today. Maybe I didn't pick the greatest example for you, but got my gears turning at least. Definitely going to look into that Costco thing because it could be some good opportunity. We're looking for a 4-pack of 18-ounce, and we need to get them for $10. So basically $2.50 a piece here, and I'm not seeing anything really close to that. Actually, look at there. Alright, I found you a good one finally, if everything matches here. Moisture Blast. Okay, so face and body. Alright, we got a match here. 18-ounce Moisture Blast. And we're doing it in a 4-pack. We're getting them from Family Dollar here for $2 a piece. So 2 times 4, coming up with $8, $6.55 profit, 81% ROI. Super stable buy box. I mean, this thing hadn't budged more than a couple dollars over the last 90 days. Offer counts shooting down. Good time to buy. Really good. Probably a really good long-term product here. Looks like it stays in that kind of $30 mark, or has at least for the last year, with maybe a few opportunities up in the 40s. So look at that. Pulled one out for you right here at the end. Let's double check and see the variations. And look at that. We got the top variation here with over almost 4,000 ratings, 100%. So good to go there. Everything checks out. And really, really low competition here. So this would definitely be a good one to reverse off of and repeat this whole hour-long process that we just did and change it to Family Dollar. Same thing. And that's really what sourcing is about. When you find these good leads like this, you switch your tactics up a little bit to match what you're doing, and I guarantee you can find some more stuff. So, man, what a great way to end. I told you this is why you got to hang out to the end of my videos, because I find stuff at the end sometimes. See, and everybody that left, they're like, oh, he didn't find anything, but you're still here with me, and you got a really, really, this is a solid lead. Kind of upset I found this on video, but that's just part of the process. So if you made it this far, congratulations. You got a good solid lead. Copy that ASIN over into Keepa or SellerAmp and reverse it. Your source here is going to be Family Dollar. I'm assuming those sellers on it are also probably buying other things from Family Dollar. So give it a look. And if you got any value from this video, please subscribe if you're not already. Like, shoot me a little comment. I really like reading y'all's comments about me helping y'all and things like that. It really makes me want to drive to do more of these types of videos. I will link my Instagram and my Twitter as well in my bio. I'm not super big on Twitter yet, but I'm working on getting a little better with that. I'm trying to do a lot more on Instagram in the near future as well. So thank you for hanging out. I took an hour out of your 4th of July weekend, but hopefully you found a little value in it and can use that to make some money in your Amazon business. This is Desmond with Ecos Arb, and catch me next week. I'll be coming out with some new stuff. Thanks.